Hi there. It's Anne-Sophie Dumetz of AnneSophieDumetz.com, and I want to talk to you today about your very own, creating your very own bucket list. That's right. Because this is the thing. When we are becoming a new version of ourselves, stepping into our change maker self, we have to let go of some stuff, ditch some baggage. And the honest truth, if you're here, you're a woman entrepreneur, no matter where you are in the world, and maybe you're not a woman, but I'm really talking to my ladies here. So you're a woman, you've grown up to be this amazing woman with a big passion, a big dream, and you're like wanting to expand and really grow into it, like really kick butt, be kicking ass and taking names. It requires becoming a version of you that maybe you haven't been before. So if you haven't been this version of you, you gotta let go of some stuff. A super rad, super awesome tool is simply, very simply, to create a bucket list. So what is that? What is the bucket list? It's simply a list of things that you are deciding to no longer be, do, have, or feel in your life. You're going to let them go, shake them off, let them go, bid them farewell, say ciao, see you later, so you can have the other stuff that you want to be coming in to come in. All right, so I'm going to share with you 5 things that are on my bucket list that I recommend you put on yours so you can expand into what you actually want to be and do and have and feel. Get closer to who you're meant to be. All right, ready? Okay, so number 1, boring marketing emails. Boring marketing emails. The stuff where everybody's using like a template or formula, some kind of a blueprint, and it's just like a fill in the blank thing. Because to be honest, if you're here, if you're a thought leader, if you're a change maker with a big heart, big dream, big message to share, your message cannot fit in that blueprint. This is something that pisses me off because for a long time I tried to fit my message in a blueprint. It did not fit there. I didn't have room for that. So, yes, it's good to have structure and systems and stuff and to learn, but those blueprints, templates, and formulas, they're kind of like training wheels. You got to have ownership of your voice. Really important so you can trust yourself to show up and say what you have to say in the way that is meant for you and your audience to resonate with. Super important. So number 1, I let go of boring marketing emails. So when I'm emailing out my people, I sound like me. So when you meet me in person, you meet me online, you get my emails, it sounds like me. I'm not trying to talk like somebody I'm not. Same for you. You're going to have your own unique tone, unique voice. Ditch the boring marketing emails. Number two, past. The past, you can't change it. So many of us have a hard time letting go of the past. So the past is really being able, it doesn't mean that you want to sweep yourself under the rug, but it means that you're not like staying stuck there, because ultimately you want to be living now, in this moment now that we get to be experiencing, living, enjoying together, you and me and you and me and all of us. We get to be in this moment now, this life now. Even when you're watching the replay, you're still watching it now. There's only one moment, only one now. So let go of the past, bless and thank for whatever the lessons that you've had. Move on, grow, expand, be the version of you who is present, because that's who you're meant to be, to enjoy your life. Again, if you're just popping on live, my name's Anne-Sophie Dumetz. You can find me at AnneSophieDumetz.com. And I'm going to move on to number 3 on the bucket list of things that you got to let go of. All right. And also sharing a little bit of the why, which is kind of cool. So 3, indecision. Indecision, it's a bitch, man. Indecision is the thing that can steal your best moments of the day away. It's when you're sitting there going like, I don't know, not trusting yourself. If you're here to be making a difference, making a big ripple impact of change in the world, you gotta let go of indecision, which means you have to step into the version of you who trusts herself. Trust yourself fully. You've got this. You've got this, believe me. So let go of indecision. Catch yourself. I practice this very, very simply by allowing myself to make a lot of decisions quickly. For example, even from the really small stuff, grocery store, this one or that one, just pick one. So just like practicing from the lowest place in your life, like the easiest, lowest hanging fruit in your life, going from indecisive to decisive. Practice being decisive. Trust yourself. Super important muscle to flex if you want to make the most of your time and how you're going to be building your life and your business moving forward. Conscious, intentional, decisive. You know what you want. Go and trust. You've got this. And by the way, that totally didn't used to be me. I lived in the complete opposite. So you can shift. You can transform. Number 4, old ideas, like these old projects, webinars, classes, books, things that are like sort of shooting and putting all over you, thinking, I should do something with things. It would be great if I could. But if it just feels like noise and it's not actually allowing you to hear what's inside now, then let it go. Just park them. You can put them in a box, leave them for later, even if it's a digital box saying, you know what, that old awesome webinar idea that I wanted to do and never came to fruition, just let it go. Park it. Park it. Park it. Make space for being now with yourself, in a place of trusting yourself, expanding into that next place, that next level. All right. And number 5, your fear. Obviously, your fear of speaking up, fear of being heard, fear of showing up and being visible, fear of being the change maker that you're here to be. If you're here with this message, this voice inside of you that is just whispering and sometimes screaming for you to hear it so you can speak it, then be that person. Let go of the fear of saying what you have to say. Say what you have to say. I actually can't sing that song, but that's okay. But say what you have to say. It's really important. I spent years censoring myself because I was afraid to say. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to deal with, the conversation that might ensue from me saying, this is what I want. This is what I want to create. And, at other times I also was very verbal and vocal. Now I just say what I have to say. I felt inspired to share this with you today. Here I am sharing it. So those are 5 things you can put on your bucket list. I'm going to go over them again. Boring marketing emails, basically blueprints, templates, and anything that boxes your voice in. Let them go. Be yourself. Give yourself that freedom to hear what you have to say and say it in your own very own way. Number 2. Where's my number 2? Number two, past. Let go of the past. Be in the moment. Be in the present. Be here with you. You deserve to have yourself in your life. So does your tribe. So do your people. Be you. Show up as you. Number 3, indecision. That's a really massive one. Let go of the indecisive version of you and become an empowered, decisive person. Number 4, old ideas that are just dusting the shelf and shooting and cutting all over you. Let them go. Let them go. And number 5, finally let go of those fears, that especially the fear of speaking up, being seen and showing up, being seen and visible to yourself in your own life. So these are the top 5 things that I recommend you start off putting on your bucket list. There's probably going to be a whole bunch of other stuff that you can add to that. If you want more great tips from me, head to AnneSophieDumetz.com. So that's ANNESOPHIEDUMETZ.com. You can sign up there for email updates. I send out these really fun long newsletters. Sometimes they're short, sometimes they're long videos and things I only share by email. You'll also get the Becoming Unignorable guide. This is a guide I've created that has amazing content and guidance and questions specifically designed to help you really hear yourself and become visible to who you are, and absolutely impossible to ignore to the people whose life you're meant to change, right? So this is what it's about, stepping into that, stepping into the version of you who feels like the change maker that you're meant to be and who is that person in her life and how she's showing up in having the impact that you're here to have. So again, head to AnneSophieDumetz.com and you can grab that. Also, just as a heads up, we've got the She's a Changemaker Sistermind that's going to be coming very soon. It's around the corner. There is a wait list that's already set up at she'sachangemaker.com, so you can head there if you want to hear more about what's going to be happening. I'm super stoked about it. It's going to be all about content creation, confidence, clarity, and so much more. But in the meantime, head to my website, and if you're ready to really talk with me privately about what it would be like to really support you in identifying maybe those items that need to go on your bucket list, but mostly what are those things that are holding you back and what do you need to become clear, confident and absolutely kick-ass about in both who you are and how you need to show up as a change maker. This is the thing that maybe makes my coaching a little bit different from a lot of marketing and messaging coaching out there, is that I do really the inner game and the outer game. Who are you? Are you comfortable being that person? Are you stepping into the best, most amazing version of you? And how can you get there? So it really is that intersection of both who you are and how you show up. And in the how, there's a lot to do with confidence, with messaging, with clarity, and even business clarity. One of my clients just yesterday said, we started out focusing on my message and my message clarity, but through our coaching, I have actually become a lot more clear about my business and who I am and who I'm meant to be with myself and with my clients. So, it's deep work, super fun. I like to make things fun. Like, if you're going to do it anyway, might as well do it the fun way, right? And I really look forward to hearing from you, hearing how you resonated with this, because there's these 5 things on the bucket list. Once you put them on there, it's going to liberate you and free you to really put some other things on in your hell yes list, right? So if you're coming in here at this point, watch the whole video, go through each point. They're really important. There's great stuff there, and connect with me, AnneSophieDumets.com. Let's have a conversation and to see how we can get you into your most amazing change maker self, help you become unignorable to the people whose life you're meant to change. So if you're just popping in now, catch the replay I've got, and I'll just recap super fast what those 5 things were. We said templates and boring marketing emails, they box you in. Number 2, that's the past, letting go of the past. Be now, be with yourself, be in the present. Number 3, indecision. You got to trust yourself. Honestly, you got to trust yourself. Number 4, old ideas. Let them go. If they're shitting, cutting, wooding all over you, they're not worth having your time over. And number 5, finally, the fears of speaking up and being seen. You have to show up to be seen. You have to overcome those fears, and there is a way to do it, because trust me, I've had visibility blocks, and you can get over them absolutely. That was so funny to say. All right, talk to you soon. Subscribe for updates here on my page, like the page, and I'll talk to you soon. Again, AnneSophieDumets.com. Connect with me. We can have a private complimentary conversation focusing on what you're doing, how you're showing up, how clear you are about your message, whose life you're meant to change, who are your people, what is the platform you need to be building in order to create that. I can help you with all that stuff. So just reach out to me and we will have some fun.